Isis, the queen of Sheba, Makeda, take your pick, went to see King Solomon. King Solomon is Amenhotep III. I know Israel claims King Solomon, but he is not from there. King Solomon is said to have had immense international fame, presiding over a golden age for the United Kingdom of Israel. Amenhotep III versus King Solomon highlights exactly why historians struggle with King Solomon and Israel. We have mountains of evidence for Amenhotep III and molehills for King Solomon and Israel. It is indeed extremely difficult to prove Solomon Golden Age in Israel using the same standard of evidence we use for Amenhotep III. Now, Makeda goes to see King Solomon aka Amenhotep III. This happens when they are young adults. This is a very well-known story. They meet. Yada yada yada, they have a bet. Makeda loses and he sleeps with her. So she is going to have a child out of wedlock. If you understand the culture at the time, this was an absolute disgrace. She can't go back to her people and present a bastard child. Her people would not respect her, so she has to find another way, and she does. Isis, Makeda, was very clever. The queen of Sheba takes the long way home and has her child in secret while traveling. Christians took that story and added it to their story about so-called Jesus. Isis gives her child to someone she trusts and goes back home. So her people still believe she is a virgin. Now, remember the story in the Bible where a woman finds a child outside the palace, the Moses story? Well, that is the Queen of Sheba's story. Remember, Isis, Makeda, and the Queen of Sheba are the same person. Makeda goes for a stroll and discovers a child, but she knows it's her child. She presents the child to her people, and that is the birth of the Isis Horus Black Madonna and child story. Her people believe this was a blessing by God that their beloved virgin queen found a healthy boy. Not only that, but it is her child, so quite possibly the child looks exactly like her, which would be even more profound. This miracle story travels to different places, but the Queen of Sheba is not finished. Isis eventually takes the child and goes back to King Solomon and gets him to marry her and claim their child. This is in the mythology, and it's also on the wall of the Hathor temple. Here is the mythological story.